translation option is that
what would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back.
What's up? How you doing?
Wait, tell me, where were we friends? I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on.
No, I'm friends with Rashawn Ali.
Oh, that's my mom.
Yeah, we went to FAMU together.
Oh, that's my girl. I love her so much. Oh, because she told me, you said you and I were friends. Oh, yeah, no, me and Rashawn are high school. That's my dog. I love her so much.
Y'all have a good time with it. What y'all sipping on?
Not at all, actually. Believe it or not, just real natural. Surprisingly for me. Okay, anytime he's a boyfriend, so I'm gonna have to go here. Bye. Okay, so we're looking for, what are we sipping on? We're sipping on nothing, believe it or not, guys. We're sipping on water. Rachel's in the corner. Let me just introduce yourself over here. We're also eating this thing appropriately. You guys in the back, you back Coco in a day, huh? Here comes my neighbor, Rachel. I'm moving around the corner. She in there, she be cleaning out teeth. Y'all know Tina. Tina's a dancer. All right. Up next. Welcome to Love Connections here at GB, and I'm your host. Who's next? Okay, here we go. Caller number.
What's up, good? Chilling, about to kill that boy Mike right fast. Yeah. For sure, dog.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
All day, baby. All day. Out. What? Go. Last seven. Check nine.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Brown, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Ready. 54. Mike 54. Bring it. Defense.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line. 15, line. 59. 54. Ready.
This is Jones. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
They've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Ready up. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. The give to Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run it. Nickel. Yo, go get him. Go get him. Go get him. No. Motion.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Bravo. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Go.
On third down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, boy. Kill. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Fournette, a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 31.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Why? Give it to him, Jet. Put it to him. Jet.
Now Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get that quarterback. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check. Crunch. Watch twist.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Here we go. 30 base. No game on this defense. No game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Yep.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Going left side, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Set.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 17-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken very short. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Check.
Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Shift. Check 99. Check 99. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Joker. Hey, switch gears.
Throwing again. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing off.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's Craig. He's checking Craig. Motion to back.
Again, it's Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check. Undercrush.
Fournette. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Check 31. Under 10. 10. He's coming. We got double up. Check 37. Slam.
Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there at 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Hook. Mike 5-4. Go. Shit.
On first down, Teague. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Teague. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, watch it. Check 43. Kill. Hey, kill. Yeah. It comes to me, it's me. Hey, check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Man, I got hold on. 24, check 24. Hatchet. Check 4.
This is Fournette. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Watch the twin. Go. Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here's Fournette. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So now a hit and a loose football.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays that could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this? Or this
I put a star.
Big?
I put a star.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D. Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. All day. I'm coming after you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Jackson throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Hopkins. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike's 5. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 49ers, 42-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch. Hey, alert 3. Any weapon. Oh, try. 59.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike, check. 59. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Give me some.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Sanders. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken short. Powers through him. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On second down, here's Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Big Ed. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now it's Jackson. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. A big play here for the Bills. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for San Francisco, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.